You probably unlocked your phone today just by looking at it. The camera mapped your face, checked its records, and let you in. That interaction feels like surveillance, but under Europe's Artificial Intelligence Act, this specific daily habit is entirely legal and excluded from heavy regulation. The regulation hinges on a technical question. Is the system verifying identity or identifying a target? Left is verification, a one-to-one check against a single file. Right is identification, a one-to-many system sweeping a crowd, matching a face against a massive database without the subject's knowledge. When the software moves from simple verification to identifying people in a crowd, the entire legal framework changes. It triggers Article 5, the most restrictive section of the AI Act. The law does not ban the camera. It legally restricts the specific questions the camera is instructed to answer. Inside the European Parliament, lawmakers established absolute red lines for biometric technology that took effect in early 2025. The first absolute ban targets the construction of the systems themselves. It is now illegal to build facial recognition databases by raking images from the internet or CCTV feeds. This stops the indiscriminate digital vacuuming of human biology. You cannot harvest millions of anonymous photos to train a system, regardless of your stated purpose. The law further restricts how machines categorize us through a ban on sensitive biometric inference. It is illegal to use biometric data to deduce a person's race, political opinions, trade union membership, religious beliefs, or sexual orientation. These protections extend into our daily environments, strictly prohibiting emotion recognition in workplaces and schools. Because of the power imbalance in these institutions and the fragile science behind emotional inference, the machine is forbidden from monitoring your mood. The only narrow exceptions are for medical or safety reasons. These bans create legally protected zones, ensuring biological data cannot be weaponized against citizens by employers, schools, or private firms. The most complex rules apply to law enforcement, specifically when police want to use remote biometric identification in public spaces. The law splits this into two categories: real-time and post-event. Real-time happens instantly. Post-event is analyzed later. For law enforcement, running a real-time match on a live crowd is prohibited by default. Police can only bypass this ban to search for missing persons, prevent an imminent terrorist threat, or locate suspects of major crimes. Even in these life-or-death scenarios, the law does not grant a blank check to turn the machines on. Deploying the system requires passing a series of procedural hurdles: prior judicial authorization, a fundamental rights impact assessment, and mandatory registration in a union database. Even when the state has a legitimate need to watch the public, the technology remains leashed by rigid, non-negotiable legal procedures. Human biology is now legally recognized as protected territory. We have moved from a landscape of open surveillance to one of governed boundaries. The AI Act acknowledges that the danger isn't in the camera hardware itself, but in the autonomous power directed at the human subject. The legal standard is now settled. A machine is permitted to check that you are you, but it is strictly forbidden from independently deciding who you are, what you feel, or what you believe. The technology must now yield to the individual.